Walk with me, talk with me, free your mind with Big G. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Chicago Walk Show. I'm your Walk Show host, Big G. Today's topic is the recent violence in our community. So, a few days ago, we had a tragedy in the community. A firefighter was shot and killed for his vehicle, attempted carjacking. Didn't even get the car. That's neither here nor there, because whether they got it or not, the young man's life is lost. A family is devastated. And more families, more devastation, more devastation to come because they didn't put a bounty on this young man's head. And these are one of those cases in our corrupt city. I got a video about the corruptness. Look it up. But here's an example of corruption. What I mean by that is they gonna find, and I'm saying it before they find him, because they haven't found the killer. They definitely put a bounty on his head. At this point, it's $8,000 reward. But they're going to find who did this. They're going to bring them to justice. Why can't we give that same attention to all of the crimes in our community? That's because they're not trying to solve it. But more overly, why can't we get to the bottom of the crime? Where the crimes coming from, man? The details is kind of sketchy, but a four-door sedan pulls up and attempts to carjack this individual coming out of the popcorn shop. Now, we hear these details, but we don't think about them. Not if not if they don't apply to us. Not if we're not familiar with the circumstances. Then we just say, "Oh, that's so sad." City life, that type of attitude. But I'm gonna break it down from my perspective, because that's what this is. This is my perspective. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's my perspective. But we're gonna start off with the details of the situation. Four young men got into a car that was probably stolen to go steal another car from somebody else. Now we're gonna talk about why they stealing the cars and all that in a minute, but let's talk about the setup. Let's talk about the logistics. Let's talk about the logic behind you know how they attempted to how they attempted to create an opportunity for themselves. Now I'm being very careful with my vocabulary because that's what needs to be understood. No, I'm not justifying what these young men did. I'm simply breaking it down from an oppressive standpoint. If you starve somebody, if you starve an individual, he's gonna act starved. He's gonna act hungry. So you should, he or she shouldn't be punished for doing whatever it is they need to do, trying to feed themselves. But back to the logistics. So here we go. Four young men piled into a sedan to go get a car that they was gonna create some more opportunities for themselves. So we gonna go get this car. Why all four of y'all gotta go? Like what in the sense of trying to accomplish something, you trying to take advantage of an opportunity Why all four of y'all gotta go? And it's all gonna tie in. It's all gonna tie in together because if you have a government that's spending money, spending resources to prevent opportunities for a certain group of people, and that said group of people is creating opportunities for themselves, why not question the lack of opportunity? See, we've never questioned why the black man is hunted, why the black man needs to pass 5 tests to get a job, then he got to pass a background check to get a job, then he got to go to the job and jump through all type of hurdles and hoops. And I'm telling you what I know from experience. You know, if you don't agree, then that's your perspective. But so these four young men pile in the car, and they're gonna go and create an opportunity for themselves by taking something from somebody else. Now, what's wrong with that? That's not an opportunity. That's a crime. So why do young men feel like they have to commit crimes for opportunities? That's a whole nother, But let's stick to the script. These young men pile in the car. They're hunting, because we're hunted. So when things happen to you, you do them. Like when you're hurt people hurt people. Like an abused, an abused individual is gonna abuse somebody else. So these young men get in the car. They're gonna create an opportunity for themselves. They're gonna take something from somebody, and they're gonna use. They not taking no for an answer. Now I'm not condoning it. I'm just this. And the reason I keep saying that because it'll be more heat over this video for me than it would be for four individuals that decided to get in the car and take something from somebody, and it resulted in a homicide. Nobody will be up in arms about that. Everybody hush hush about that. Or we're just gonna let justice, you know. But here it is. Somebody will see my video and dissect the hell out of it. Oh, I can't believe he said that. Who do he think he is? That's us. That's the oppressed people. We won't even stand up for ourselves. We'll just continue to hurt each other. So I keep getting sidetracked with this. So these guys, they're gonna take the young man car from him, truck from him, and in the process, he defended himself or attempted to defend himself and shot back at it. Shot, hey, I got a firearm to defend myself. Sound I'm very familiar with the scenario. And here's the moment. I know he's saying to himself, here's the moment. Wow. And they shoot him one time in the stomach, and he perishes. So now the reason I asked why all four of y'all gotta go, because we gotta be prepared for the worst in all scenarios. You hope for the best, you work towards the best, but you be prepared for the worst, you know? So now this thing has not gone the way the four young men planned, and now they're being hunted, they're sought, they're being sought out. All four of y'all. Just remember if it was two of y'all in the car, it would have just been two of y'all. It only take one person to drive the first stolen car, and the second person that's gonna get the stolen car. And I'm not condoning this. I'm not laying this out like, hey, yeah, go do this next time. No, no, no. I'm talking in the sense of reverse engineering. That's what I do on this channel. I reverse engineer things to prove how oppressive they are. Like for this instance, I'm reverse engineering the situation. We at the point of four gentlemen getting in the car to do this. It could have been just two. The other two that didn't have to be in the car, I'm sure they somewhere worried to death. I mean, all four of them worried to death, but two of them should be extra worried because we didn't even have to be in a car. Like we could have. So now they're looking for four young men instead of two, right? We already got one family that's grieving the loss. Now we're gonna have four more families that's grieving the loss. Everybody black too. Keep that in mind. Everybody black. One man gone. Good man, firefighter. Somebody that seemed like they speak up for the community. For what I heard, he has, and his family was proud of it. He gone now. That's a beacon of light that our community needs. He gone. And then the four young men, their potential is diminished. You know, we live in our society gonna throw the book at them, and everybody going to jail for first degree murder. I don't know if it's first degree murder, but murder. Four people, five lives, five families, scores of people. Not just the five individuals that's involved, but they loved ones and they loved one. It's trauma. It's traumatic, and that's a lot to deal with. You know, it's a butterfly effect. You know, somebody love that firefighter, and it's some people that's gonna take it the wrong way. I mean, what's the right way to take murder? I mean, what's the right way to be killed? But what I mean by some people, some of his family members gonna take it the wrong way. Some of his family members are going to attempt revenge. I mean, that's human nature. You want to get back at who did something to us. Revenge. But it's unfortunate because these young men, whether they ever look for a job or not, whether they ever sought any legal opportunities or not, this particular situation is neither here nor there because for decades, for centuries, we've lived in a society that's been against us as black men, and we've adapted. That's how the adaptation looks. When you got trillions of dollars being spent towards your demise, you got trillions of dollars being spent for you not to win. You not. I mean, come on. In all of my videos, I compare what I'm talking to. I compare it to a home. I compare it to a household, so I could boil it down and give you a different perspective. Just imagine if a homeowner, a family, mother and father had 10 kids, and they fed they fed some of them kids. You know, you determine the ratio. Just some of the kids getting fed, and some of the kids not. The children that's not being fed, once they get hungry enough, they gonna start doing whatever they gotta do to eat. That's what human beings do. We not gonna get on the kids' case. Oh my God, those children are hungry. Who do they think they are? Let's go get them. Like we gonna get on the parents' case. Why you not feeding the kids? Why you not giving them a opportunity to eat? Huh? Sound? Remember the word opportunity? So now these four young men, kids, children, babies. I don't care how. I don't care what they did. I don't care who you are. These young men is babies, man. You in your 20s, you teens, you a baby. You a baby out here. You don't. Your life ain't even begun yet. My life haven't. It's just begun. I ain't gonna say my life haven't begun. My life is just beginning, and I'm 4 years old. I'm 47 years old. I'll be 47, and I feel like my life is just beginning. I have all type of children, grandchildren, been through a lot. So I'm saying all that to say,